Hey, fellow fit vegans, or soon to be ones. It's Florian here, and I'm sitting here with Fredo, and we were just talking about how Fredo lost 40 pounds in the last 6 months of us working together. So, Fredo, you absolutely crushed it in this program, and welcome to the Hall of Fame. I know you've did an exceptional job over the last 6 months. So, yeah, Fredo, how are you doing? How does it feel like to be here?
It feels great. It feels great. Thank you for having me.
Cool.
How you
Fredo.
doing?
Doing exceptional as well. You're actually just talking before, and I told Fredo, look, I want to record this because it will help a lot of people. Fredo, like you told me before, like how was your life like before joining the program? You told me before, like what you've tried before, what has worked, what hasn't worked, kind of before starting, before the 6 months.
As far as how it was, uh, how I've been trying to lose weight for a while, or what do you mean?
Yeah. Did you have like a system in place, or tell me more?
Oh, no. I did not. I had no idea really how to lose weight. The only thing I really ever tried was intermittent fasting, like you know what I mean, and basically starving myself is the only thing I knew how to really. It's the only thing that's ever worked. And I mean, but what I mean by work is that I would lose weight, but then I would gain it back. So it didn't really work. So it was just like what I guess they call it yo-yoing or yo-yo diet or something. But yeah, so and then as far as exercise, I would exercise for maybe I would I would I would exercise maybe for like a month and then just go hard and then just quit and then just feel guilty. Yeah, because I don't know. I just I gotta wake up early and run. I gotta run for an hour every day, and then go to the gym after that, lift weights, and then do that and this and that, and then I just couldn't sustain that, so I would just end up feeling guilty. So that was my system. You feel free to use it whenever you want. No, just fine.
I'm not planning to use that. So kind of like before starting the program, before you kind of decide, hey, look, let's see what Florian is all about with his coaching. How were you kind of like trying to lose the weight with starving yourself? You were just, not eating or eating very little food. Tell me more about the system that you had there. Yeah.
Well, I guess you could call it intermittent fasting. I would just I would not eat for several hours and then eat, but I don't know. That's prior to when I reached out to you. I don't even think I was trying at that point. I can't. I was at the heaviest that I had ever been, which was around 215, and it was just so daunting, the idea of having to lose all this weight, that I don't even remember if I was even trying at that point. So, but before that, uh, yeah, I would probably just not eat for the typical window. What is it like? Like I would just skip breakfast and lunch and then wait to eat till like maybe 4 or 5, and then eat once or twice, and then wait till the next day. But one of the things that I notice now that I eat based on the system that I learned from you is that I'm a lot less stressed out, because I guess not eating can be stressful on the body or something. I don't know.
Definitely. Yeah. Like
You know what
before,
I mean? Like,
yeah.
uh-huh.
Yeah, please. Sorry, I was interrupting you.
No, I'm just saying, like, I'm just trying. Yeah, I just noticed that, like, it's not eating is stressful. So, it's easy to kind of, okay, so eventually at one point, I guess I would get motivated, and the 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 impulse is like, I'm gonna lose all this weight right now. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just not gonna eat till I'm like 40 pounds less heavy or something, and I guess that's just not how it works. Who would have thought? You can't just bulldoze your way into losing all the weight, or you know what I mean. It takes time. Um, yeah, yeah. Does
So
that make sense?
yeah, absolutely. So your frustrations at that point were like, okay, you knew on one hand that you kind of wanted to lose those 40 pounds, but then it didn't work in the past and it felt like daunting because it was so just such a big mountain to climb. Is this correct?
Yes, yeah, exactly.
Mhm.
I mean, I knew I've done it before. I've lost weight before, but it's just kind of like then I gained it back. So it just I was starting to feel like it wasn't even possible. So, and the other part of it too is that okay, I'll try to lose weight, and then the information out there is really confusing. So there's that aspect of it too. I'm trying to lose weight, or I'm trying to get fit, and I'm looking for information, and it's just information overload, uh, or I would start a system and then uh, s- conflicting information would present itself to me, and then I would try that, and then it was just I just remember being really like frustrated, mm, pretty consistent, and so yeah, so thank you for your persistence. It brought clarity to my life, and it made it easier for me to stick to one thing.
So how did you kind of stumble upon me? Like, where did you first saw my head
Oh,
popping up?
well, that was years ago. Like probably when I don't remember, but shoot, it must have been around the time when because I had maybe like 10 years ago or so. I don't really know. But that must have been around the time that I stumbled upon your videos. And then I think you just showed up in my newsfeed at one point. Yeah, and so that's how okay, so now that I was trying to lose weight, I think I don't know if I was searching for you. No, I was searching for like vegan coaches or something, or if you just I think you just showed up on my newsfeed on YouTube. And I was like, oh yeah, I remember this guy. And now you had like a call to action at the end of your videos, and I think I was like, and the call that was like, I could let's try it. Like so I had just um I had just become convinced of the power of coaching, and so I was like, it's worth a try, So I figured you have a call to action on at the end of your videos for what is it like? Oh, just give us we can just talk about it and then we'll take it from there. I'm like, well, I could at least talk to him. So and then once we spoke, I thought it was a good idea, and so I figured, yeah, let's give it a try. Let's give it a shot.
So you took the leap of faith. So what
Hello.
provoked you to took that leap of faith? You told me before
Oh
that
wait,
you were also like in a life change there a little bit. Tell me like with the coaching. Tell me more about that.
what provoked me to take a leap of faith?
Mhm.
Well, like it's pretty cliche by now. Like this saying that you hear everywhere. The definition of insanity is doing the same thing and expecting different results. It's always attributed to Einstein, and I'm pretty sure he didn't say that.
I think
But
you did say that as well. But it's a good saying. I remember.
yeah,
Yeah.
but I was like, nothing's worked. Like I gotta try something. Look, nothing that I've been doing is working, so I gotta try something else. And I figured another thing is like I just didn't have the time. Like I'm sure I figured it out or something eventually, but all the work involved, studying, trying to figure out how to do it, and all this, I didn't have the time or the energy to do it. You know what I mean? I was working too much, and I was happy with what I was doing. I just needed to add more to. I just wanted to add more to. I wanted to enhance what I was doing. I needed help with what I was doing because I was just tired all the time. because of my health. You know, I was like what 40 pounds. I was just way overweight, and it was affecting uh, my ability to move forward. I guess. I think I don't know. So so that's what it was. I just needed something that would help me leverage uh, what I was already doing. I needed somebody to tell me. I just needed somebody to tell me what to do. That's what, because I was like, I don't know what to do. So, so I'm like, all right, it sounds like this guy will tell me what I need to do, and I'll just do it,
Mhm.
and he'll keep me accountable. And so that was my mindset. So did that answer? Was that did
Absolutely.
that answer?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's great. Yeah. So right now, Fredo, 6 months were 6 months later. Do you feel like, it has worked, the program?
Oh no, not really. No, I just playing. No, no, it's yeah, bro. It's definitely worked. I mean, I lost 40 pounds. Uh, I think I could have lost more if I hadn't kind of gotten complacent towards the end, because I'm like, oh, I already lost 40 pounds, so I stopped kind of logging or keeping track of things. I kind of became sort of satisfied where I was, and I wish I hadn't done that, because I think I would have lost a lot more weight if I had stayed more consistent. Well, I know I would have lost more weight, but I guess that's part of the process. You know, I have to readjust and keep moving forward.
Yeah, but also staying hungry. Yeah. So Fredo, like
Staying hungry.
staying hungry. Yeah, like or for the goal sense, not for the like food craving sense.
Oh,
Yeah.
like yeah, I'm pretty hungry sometimes. That's like,
So
yeah.
Frida, how's your life like at this moment in time? Like, how have other people reacted to your success? How do you feel like right now being 40 pounds lighter?
Hmm. I I feel like people definitely treat. I think people are definitely nicer to me. I think that was something that I didn't expect. Um, I'm sorry. What was the question?
Yeah, people are nicer. Like, how did you notice like other people have treated you differently? Do you have specific situations when they were kind of nicer to you? And how do you feel like now being 40 pounds lighter?
How do I feel like? Well, I definitely have more energy. Um, I feel more comfortable. Like, feel like my personality doesn't have to carry me as much. No pun intended. No, I don't know. It's like I don't know. That's a tough question.
Do you
I don't know
feel
how to
like
answer that.
lighter or?
Yeah, I definitely feel lighter. Yeah, for sure. Like physically lighter for sure. I feel less tired. Definitely. Yeah, I definitely feel better. I don't know how more to expand on that. Like, I feel less stressed out in social situations. I guess that could say. I guess you could call it confidence. Like, I feel more confident. Um,
Yeah, absolutely. So right now, like when you go into social situations, you feel more secure. And are you also
yes.
seeking out the social situations a little bit more than before? Or tell me more, it's just when those arise, you feel way better about yourself?
Right. Yeah, I would say so. I don't think I'm seeking them out any more than before. It's just, yeah, that when they do arise, I feel less self-conscious for sure. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, definitely.
awesome. Yeah.
Mhm.
And also, like, I remember when we first talked, your goal was also kind of to upgrade your job, and you helped kind of like the energy to help you along the way. And right now, just recently landed a new job. So welcome on that as well. Well done.
But, oh, thank you, thank you.
Frida, like 6 months ago, would you have thought that this was possible for you within 6 months to stay that consistent, to lose 40 pounds, and essentially just like revamp your life within those 6 months?
Man, it's funny because I remember in the what is it? What do you call it? Like a discovery call, or like in the
Mhm.
first call that we did. Um, you said like you seem so confident that I could do these things. And I was like, I think that was important because I didn't think I could. And so it was kind of like I borrowed your what do you call it? Like
Certainty, conviction.
your
Yeah.
certain like I borrowed your certainty for myself. I was like, okay, well, if he thinks I could do it, and then there's this aspect of it. It's like, well, he's probably just like bullshitting, you know.
It's full of shit.
But 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 I was like, all right, I want to believe it, so I'm like, all right, sure, I'll 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 bite, I'll take it. We'll try it, sure. And you were right, yeah. So did I think I could do it? Yes, because you thought I could do it. But prior to that, no. If that makes sense.
Mhm.
Um, yeah. Did that answer the question?
Maybe there was a small glimpse of like you, because otherwise, if you didn't have any hope, you wouldn't book the call. But you were not sure. You had like, okay, some hope that you could do it, but then on the call, we really like clarified the situation and kind of like you noticed, okay, this is the right thing to do. This is correct.
Yeah. Oh, because I guess I mean, yeah. There's this aspect like, well, he could just be saying that, you know. But
Mhm.
at the same time, you could kind of tell. Like I could kind of tell when people are bullshitting, and there's this aspect of like you must have seen it many times for you to be so confident that it was possible. Um so yeah, for sure.
Yeah. And I've seen this many times before. But look,
Hmm.
40 pounds down is exceptional. Like Fredo,
Hmm.
very, very. We just had a discussion. Fredo's like, oh, I wish I would have lost more pounds. Like 40 pounds in 6 months. That is a
Yeah,
lot. Well done.
yeah, yeah. Thanks.
Is there anything that you would tell another fellow vegan on the same kind of like situations you were? Like, which kind of advice would you give Fredo 6 months ago?
Well, it's like, hey, you should hire Florian. He'll teach you how to do this. I don't know. Is that what you mean? Like that specifically? Because
or what do you
no.
kind of like, what would you tell him? Like, maybe one sentence or so. Like, next to hire Florian.
Oh, okay. um, it's like, yeah, it is possible. You can lose weight. Like you can do these things just because you've never been able to. Like since like I've struggled with my weight since I was a kid. Like I've never had a good relationship with food. Um, I I either didn't eat or ate too much or uh so after half a lifetime of that, it's hard to believe. You just get tired. It's like I can't do this. Like I don't think it's possible. Like maybe other people can for whatever reason, but I can't. So I would say you can. Yeah, you just don't know how, and that's not an accident. I don't know if I mean I don't want to get like I'm not saying that there's that the fitness industry or the health or whatever you call it is confusing you on purpose, but
I think it
I
is.
mean,
I
yeah.
think it is.
So I mean, it's not an accident. Like if you know exactly what the science says, then it becomes a lot easier to make decisions and this and that. Like, but it's so confusing that it just doesn't help. So it just seems impossible. Like this isn't. I don't know. So yeah, I would just tell myself that you can do it. It is possible. You can lose weight. You can get healthier, and you can build habits that you can sustain for a lifetime to keep you at a healthy weight and also to keep you at a healthy body mass level or you can build habits to stay fit because there's that aspect of it too. It's not just the weight loss. Like I started working out. Um, I started lifting weights, and it changes the way your body looks. Like because I've lost weight before and not necessarily like lift the weights, and it's different. You look different. Like you lost weight, but you're still like flabby and all this and that. You know what I mean? Yeah, it changes your frame when you start lifting weights, and you just feel better. There's something about it. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's what I would tell myself.
It's really tough. Really tough. Fredo, it's not about like hormones. It's not about genetics. It's literally just like knowing the right things to do and building the habits out of it. Is this correct?
Correct. Yeah, because that's what starts to happen. It's like, oh, I just my genetics are fucked up. Excuse me, I'm sorry.
The worst.
My hormones are messed up, or whatever. Like there's something wrong with me. Like I'm just not able to do this. This is not for me. Like I am doomed to continue. Or I'm getting older now, and now I just can't lose weight. That's another thing that might have crossed my mind. Yeah.
Fredo, like very insightful. Thank you so much for your time today. I know we just kind of did this on a whim, but you were super spontaneous. It's like, okay, let's dive right into it. Heavily appreciate you. Like you did an amazing job on this program. 40 pounds is an exceptional amount of weight. I heavily appreciate you and thank you so much for your time, Fredo. All right.
All right. Thank you. Thank you, Florian.